In Proverbs 21, 1 through 6, Scripture teaches us in verse 3 to do justice and in verse 5 to be diligent with our thoughts and plans. This life practice is applicable to not only man, but also institutions of man. Toyota Motor Corporation is an establishment of man born by a simple idea to reduce the workload of his weaving mother. Kichiro Toyota founded the company in 1937. Today, the Toyota logo is universally recognized and they are the #1 automotive manufacturer in the world. This research will seek to understand how the tools of social media are being incorporated with the brand to build relationships and share the company's mission and values. In addition, the information presented here will also illustrate how Toyota can improve on their social media communications and maintain their long-running status as #1 in their industry. An initial Google search for Toyota turned up the website completely devoted to the brand's product. There didn't appear to be any linkage to any social media sites or any other platforms where an individual could learn more about the company. The idea here seems to strictly be about selling vehicles. A Facebook search of one word, Toyota, revealed an official page with 21 million followers and a link to global.toyota. At Global Toyota, a user is greeted with more details about the company, resources, mobility, and sustainability. Upon digging into each category, the topic vision and philosophy populated under the heading Company. The arching theme of this web page appears to be recognizing the company based on its products' performance, and the core values aren't quickly noticed. Toyota Global Sales website produced a vision with additional images of a tree that reflects symbolism that emphasizes customer-first values. The bottom of the web page has links to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Chapter 14 in Mowat on pages 202 and 203 defines a good vision statement as an expression of the end destination, one that will inspire and energize a team around a shared idea of success. Locating Toyota's vision statement was not without some searching, and in fact, more than one were located. A mission statement defines how the brand will get to the end with action-oriented goals providing real solutions. The concept of well-crafted mission and vision provides focus and cohesion across the brand label. It is difficult to understand which Toyota brand enterprise mission and vision has the biggest impact on the bottom line return on the investment. One drawback of the company's corporate communications is having multiple outlets with diverse mission and goals. Collaborating into one vision and mission may create a one-voice strategy that drives future engagement and brand loyalty. In addition, a link to the Toyota Times news platform seems to be a magazine article style approach with information that has more Japanese culture-based interest. The page included an additional link to the Toyota Global YouTube page. The video thumbnails are a good example of what Moab describes as the main visual hook for your content, showing up in search results across platforms and in related content collections. Utilizing a human face can generate more clicks and an easy opportunity to engage more users and clicks and click-through rates. Continuing down the Google search list for Toyota sites, next was Toyota.com. This organizational site had a heading designated to all things official social media accounts. A drop-down visualized a total of 38 social accounts boasting a reach of 9.8 billion followers. This appeared to be specific to North America entities only and separate from the information found in the Toyota Global web page. This picture does what Moab describes on page 134 as telling a story and illustrates the utilization the organization is utilizing and the impact of the social media platforms amongst social media users. Further down the Google search was Toyota Press Room that highlighted 5 new headings, including Toyota Gazoo Racing and Toyota Latino, with social media sites for each heading. Lastly, the ToyotaEffect.com website provided more insight into the direction of the company separate from selling vehicles. Most of the social platforms represented quotes from high-level leadership within the organization. In the article, The Ties That Lead, a Social Network Approach to Leadership, Balkundi and Kilduff describe leadership as social capital that collects around certain individuals, whether formally designated as leaders or not, based on the acuity of their social perceptions and the structure of their social ties. Throughout all of Toyota's social platforms, pictures of individuals and groups with Toyota logo clothing represent the general workforce. The article details that patterns of informal leadership can complement or complicate the patterns of formal leadership in organizations. The author suggests that the investment of individuals into their social relations can structure their social networks by adding and subtracting relationships and can reap rewards both in terms of their own personal performance and organizational unit performance. The Toyota Corporation online presence is strengthened by the number of employee engagements visualized that reflect the company's values and promote the general attitudes of the workforce. The ToyotaEffect.com site goes into detail listing out the corporation's business partnering groups, or BPGs, and quantifies in a boast how much time and resource has been allocated to the community through team member engagement and funding. No social media links were listed in the community service pages, and searching for each BPG turned up zero findings. Toyota seems to place high value on workforce diversity and listed the numbers for women, minorities, veterans, and those with disabilities. The information was also broken into executive leadership roles. None of the demographics for minorities were even close to a 50% ratio, and the information presented did not explain how the company is working to create a more diverse workplace. In 2020, Toyota released the #SheDrives campaign to highlight women in their workforce. Mowat states, the timing of when you release videos and start their activation, known as programming, will tie directly back to the objectives of your campaign. Additionally, brands should look to be creating short-term buzz with awareness campaigns, building engagement with regular hub content, and giving viewers a reason to come back with regularity. Chapter 4 in Mowat discusses the differences in Facebook versus YouTube, contrasting the two by defining Facebook as a fluid platform and YouTube as fixed. Videos uploaded in the same day will have very different performances immediately, but also long term. A Facebook video will have an immediate impact on social media and create internet traffic and views in the social media world. The cadence of the message will grow to peak, then trail off. However, the video will live in YouTube and may take longer to get viewers, but will still keep the message alive. An example of such media is the Jessica Long Super Bowl 2022 commercial. The sponsorship of a female athlete seemed to align as the next flow of the campaign. Influencer marketing focuses on using key opinion leaders, or KOLs, also known as influencers, to drive messages to the market. This can be found in Mowat on page 45. They are a great way for adding highly targeted audiences to the top of the sales runner. Rather than marketing directly to consumers, brands inspire, hire, or pay influencers to do it for them. Sponsorship: to be true to the genre, the influencer should have their own clear online tone of voice, have a substantial following, be pushing the message out through their own channels, and should not adjust their tone or personality just to plug the product. Mowat advises that effective videos open with an emotional message that is directly linked to the emotional driver of your audience. All you have to do now is put that really punchy, emotional message at the start of your film. He also says if you can do it in 10 seconds or less and include people or something tangible in the footage, that it's even better. However, on this Super Bowl video, the punchy line actually came at the end, where the mother says, "It might not be easy, but it'll be amazing, and I can't wait to meet her." According to Mowat, the main thing to take away is that a well-balanced video campaign will use both Facebook and YouTube, getting the instant awareness and raising benefits of Facebook along with the higher engagement and longer activity tail of YouTube. You can see here that Jessica Long has a personal number of 48,000 followers, and just this year in 2025, she continues her relationship with Toyota by posting "New Year, Same Toyota." My favorite Super Bowl commercial is the E-Trade Talking Baby series. Introduced in 2008, as recent as 2024 video featured the grown babies planning their retirement. No Toyota commercial vehicles have ever made their way into the top 10 category. It is hard to understand the impact of the campaigns through sponsorships and celebrities. There is not linkage available suggesting how much visibility increases with each campaign or the direct effect of the bottom line from the budget spent. Toyota is not only marketable for the product that they manufacture, but the systems and methodologies that drive the organization. Many of the corporate online resources reflect the backbone of the brand. From the global Toyota site, individuals can access information that includes the Toyota Production System, or TPS studies. However, when searching for TPS on social platforms, only secondary links shared by individuals populated. Upon arriving at the TSSC webpage, a link in the right corner indicated the organization may have a social platform existence. However, the link only redirected back to the generic Toyota social media platform page. By searching by topic, multiple social media platforms with TPS subject matter in their portfolio populated. This appears to be a loss by the organization that their ideals and systems are not part of their social media platform, but instead are being capitalized on by secondary institutions. In a 2020 article by Anthony Potter from the Alliance Manchester Business School at the University of Manchester in Manchester, UK, Potter tried to correlate the connection between employee-driven social platforms such as LinkedIn and gauge the level of TPS leadership within organizations that are associated with Toyota through supplier networks. The research was very limited and stated that manufacturing skills are easy to codify and define within the LinkedIn social media platform. However, the study was unable to reveal the nuances of the intangible skills like engineering routines, tacit knowledge, and leadership traits and management cultures that exist within the supply network. This means that the loss of revenue cannot be measured of the impact of not cornering the market on Toyota's intellectual property. According to Mowat, owned channels are great for building engagement and followers on page 117. Mowat Chapter 19 discusses the value of live video to engage customer base. Upon searching for a platform that allowed Toyota owners and fans to upload video to the company's social media pages, this search turned up nothing. There appeared to be a campaign that dated back to 2010 that were seeking stories from the road that allowed owners to share their product experiences. Mowat stresses that what makes live video so impactful is the idea that viewers, contributors, and brands share in a moment at the exact same time. In addition, live video really comes into play when it allows engagement because this generates emotional connection, excitement, and builds a following. This allows brands to let the fans do the work of advertising for them. Live video on Facebook creates 10 times the engagement and is more likely to show up in people's timelines. Currently, there is no evidence that Toyota is utilizing live video from owners, fans, or general public, and the only finding was that from 2010. This may be a factor that prevents the organization from staying in social media feeds and doesn't draw viewers back in. There's also little evidence that Toyota utilizes surveys or feedback forms that are publicized through social media. Lastly, the Engage website shares many campaigns to develop workforce and communities. However, Topics such as driving possibilities could not be directly linked to social media sites or posts. It is not clear who this information reaches and the impact it has on the brand's relationships with consumers. More data needs to be shared and research to clarify linkage to sales. Toyota is everywhere and touches every aspect of human development. By visiting careers.toyota.com, individuals can learn more about what it means to be a Toyota team member by exploring the Toyota way. Toyota employs over 380,000 people on 170 continents. Exploring the organization through the vast social platforms to learn more about connecting with the corporation or purchasing one of their reliable vehicles. In Proverbs 14:23, Scripture reads, "All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty." In 12 more years, Toyota Motor Corporation will celebrate 100 years of success. It is obvious that the company and its employees work very hard to achieve great things, and social media has been one piece of that history. The future of the company may rely more on the ability of the company to connect with its prospective buyers and end users than ever before.